Hello and welcome to Storytime with Nada. I am Miss Nada, and here's Bo and Donna. And today's story tells us about Bo and Donna's exploration to find the perfect Christmas tree. All the leaves have fallen and the trees look so cold and barren. The lawn is covered with tiny icicles that magically melt away as the sun warms the air. Poof! They disappear. As Bo and Donna walk along the path home, their breath becomes a visible cloud when it leaves their mouth. This occurs because the air temperature inside their bodies is warmer than the temperature outside. The warm air inside us collides with the cold air around us, and a cloud is formed. Wow! We are like walking miniature weather-making machines, says Bo, who was wondering if Donna had some cool thoughts of her own on that subject. Today, they were venturing out with Grandpa to search for the perfect Christmas tree of all Christmas trees. There are not too many evergreen trees in their part of the countryside and the woods because the elevation is not too high, explained Grandpa. A little disappointing because just 100 miles away, at the foothills of the Alps, where Uncle Marcus lives, they have many evergreen trees growing everywhere. Donna suddenly had a memory from last winter's recess when her family went skiing and they were visiting Uncle Marcus and Aunt Nina. She recalled tons of those great trees. Nevertheless, shouted Bo and interrupted her thoughts, we will find one. We will find our tree on the next hill or on the next hill. Wherever, we will find it. Donna was excited for his optimism. It was getting colder and colder by the minute, and they were tired and hungry too. Grandpa decided it was best to return home and warm up with a cup of hot cider and a cinnamon bun that Nana just pulled out of the oven. How did Nana manage to have all of these great treats ready at a moment's notice? She had so many other things to do on such a big farmstead, didn't she? Before they noticed, the night fell upon their little village, and an unusual calm overcame the countryside as the fire crackling in the fireplace and their eyes were getting heavy. It was time for bed to recoup and be ready for another day of Christmas tree hunting. What Bo and Donna did not know is that tonight would be the first snow that would continue into the wee hours of the morning and then the entire next day. During the night, the wind was howling so loudly it could be heard in all the corners of the house and all over the land. In the distance, the sound of a lone wolf was calling for his mate and was working to keep his pack together. For in the safety of the deep woods, possibly a cave was waiting for them that would keep them warm and all together. How Partially in a dream, Bo could hear the sounds of winter, yet felt the warmth of a cozy bed, and was happy to be with all of his loved ones under a nice, warm roof.